So we're back with more Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
My name is Fatima. I've been friends with this guy for 4 years, but I'm in love with him. And he's about to get married this summer.
Okay.
What should I do?
Be happy for him. You see, here's the problem, Fatima, and those of you watching that don't know how to go after what you want. You get left on the side. Don't ruin his relationship by no, sorry, young lady.
Okay.
You blew it.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Very well, thanks.
My name is Annabelle, and I've been friends with benefits for this guy for about 2 years now, off and on.
Okay.
And I kind of started developing feelings for him.
Here we go again, Fatima.
I don't know if I should cross the line and say something to him, or if I should just keep
Yes,
doing what we
otherwise you're going to be like Exhibit A. He doesn't have a girlfriend?
No, and he kind of gave me the signal that he kind of likes me, so I don't know if I should go, if I shouldn't.
Okay, so both of you have a problem with wanting to express yourself. You're on the Express Yourself show.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Wendy, I'm Kashina.
Hi.
So I've been living with my good friend from college for 3 years now. However, now she wants to move in with her boyfriend, but she wants me to move out and for him to move in. Both of our names are on the lease. We live 2 blocks from Central Park in this beautiful, spacious apartment.
Oh, that's prime real estate.
Prime. So, how do we resolve this, but still remain friends?
Okay, first of all, there's so much tension now in this friendship in my mind that you won't remain friends after this, unfortunately. So take that out. Now it's about business. The business of who stays in the apartment.
Exactly.
Now, she can buy you out.
Right.
In other words, I know you don't own it, you're renting it. She can buy out the rest of your lease and give you until August to find a new place to stay.
It expires March 31st.
Why are you just getting here today?
I know, because all the days are full.
Oh.
You're so popular.
All right.
Time is ticking.
Where can you squat until you find another spot?
I guess my sister lives in the financial district.
Would you like to take a few dollars, like 2 or 3 months' rent? Because there's inconvenience involved, so she can't pay you to the penny. I say first, last, and security. Whatever that was, that's what she should give to you, and then you leave if you want to. Otherwise, she's got to leave. But either way, this friendship is done. I'm sorry. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Hi, my name is Robin. I've been seeing a guy for 2 years, and we have the dynamics of boyfriend-girlfriend, yet he doesn't want to give it a title. I'm still introduced as friend. Yeah. So he said that he's been hurt in the past, and it's not his thing. He doesn't like titles. We're
How
good
old
as
is
we
he?
are.
About?
Older.
Okay.
Yes.
Older.
So, however, should I be concerned?
Yes.
Terrible.
But you're talking to the title lady. You know,
Yeah, right.
I like to give titles to everything. I think titles are very important. Titles are probably one of the most important things when you're in somebody's life, whether it's your boyfriend, you know, your gardener, or, you know, friend,
Yeah, it's
cousin.
uncertainty. Yeah.
It's, right. 2 years? Yes.
Yes.
Your question is, should you be concerned? And my answer is absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Risque. How you doing?
Risque?
Yes.
I love my people. So, Risque, how can I help you?
Well, I met this really great guy on the beach. When I showed my mom his photo, she revealed to me that this is the same guy that she's been dating. Yes, this guy and I, we're in our 20s. My mom is in her 40s.
Okay.
So should I let it go, or should I tell my mom to back off because she's too old?
No, I think you should back off. I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because your mom is actually dating him. You met him on the beach. You didn't indicate that you're dating him, just that you're, what, intending maybe on dating him?
Talking, getting to know each other.
But your mom's already there. Your mom has probably already hit it too. So you should back off, but secretly, I don't think this guy is a keeper for you or your mom. It's a little too creepy that this guy's gonna be coming over to the house and then seeing Risque is his... honestly, after Valentine's Day, if I was your mom, I'd give it up in the name of my daughter.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very well, Risque. Okay. How you doing?
Hey, Wendy, I'm Blair. How you doing?
Hi, Blair.
My boyfriend is a physical therapist. He goes to people's houses to do their sessions. He has
Oh.
one particular client who always cooks him dinner and sends he eats there and she sends him home. I've spoken to her about it. She doesn't think it's a big deal. Should I have
do.
my boyfriend drop her as a client?
Not drop her as a client, but your boyfriend certainly being the masseuse, if that's what he's doing. No, not drop her as a client, because that's money out of his pocket.
Right.
But your boyfriend needs to be more strict with his clients. Let him bring his own water to the house. I mean, I'm like that. You know, if you're gonna come to my house and you're gonna train me or you're gonna give me a massage, you bring your own water and the whole bit. I don't want familiarity.
Right.
And this woman is overstepping her boundaries.
I think so.
And so your boyfriend is the one who needs to put her in check.
Not me.
Not you.
Okay.
No, you put him in check.
Okay.
And then he'll put her in check.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
How you doing, Wendy?
Who are you?
Wendy, how you doing?
How you doing, son? Father, daughter?
Yes, my name is Sharon. This is my father, Norman.
Hi, Norman.
He's a 65-year-old single man, and I'm encouraging him to date. However, he only likes to date women in my age range, and I'm 30. How can I get him to date a woman that's old enough to be my mother and not my sister?
Well, we're out here. It's just that Norman apparently is strolling the playground instead of... I mean, are you bringing these women around, your daughter?
No.
He has.
Well, you have to date often in order to find somebody more appropriate in age. You're 65, you're dating 30-year-olds. She doesn't want another sister. She wants somebody a little bit older. It's not that you don't want your father to date at all, right?
No.
All right. Well, there are some hot women out there in their 40s and 50s and 60s.
50s, not 40s.
50s. 50s. Can you cooperate?
If I can find one that is fun.
Okay. And for these young girls, don't bring them around your young daughter, okay?
I promise.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Emily. How you doing?
Hi, Emily.
I've been with my boyfriend for 1.5 years now, but before we were together, I was hooking up with a mutual friend, and my boyfriend has no idea about it. So do I owe it to my boyfriend to tell him about my past?
Damn it, man. Okay, you've been with him for 1.5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Is this friend still in you all's lives?
Not really. Sometimes.
I think you should tell only because this is a big skeleton. Do you think she should tell? All right, clap if you think she should tell. Yeah, you know what, Emily, unfortunately, this could explode in your face. Picture 5 years from now if you're married to this guy and you have children together, and this is huge. Tell him to watch the show. Okay? Good luck.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
So I have a friend who recently was separated from her husband, and throughout the relationship, her husband and I became friends. And no, not like that. So they're now separated, and he's been reaching out to me for advice, and he's a really nice guy, but I kind of want to stay out of it. So how do I tell him to leave me alone without hurting his feelings?
She was your friend first.
Yes.
And if you had to save one of them on a sinking boat, which one would you save?
Her.
Okay, so then the easiest way to tell him is to tell him. Your demeanor is very, very nice. You seem like a gracious woman. So talk to him the way you're talking right now and let him know, stop calling you about this, because it's awkward.
It is.
All right.
Thank you.
Good luck. Wow. Oh. How you doing? Get out of here. Good.
I'm Georgina, and my question is, today I turned 65.
Happy birthday, Georgina.
And I want to know, at what age should we stop having plastic surgery? Because I would like to have some plastic surgery. I had some before, but I want
What'd you get done?
I had a tummy tuck.
Uh-huh.
But I want more to feel better about myself, but my daughter says no.
Here's my personal opinion, and you know I love some plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I feel like it's the anesthesia that can kill you, and we need to not play around after 60 years old. By 60, the only reason why you should be in a hospital is because you slipped a disc or broke something. That's my own personal opinion. I plan on living that way, living my life out like that
lipo too? Just a
I
little
wouldn't get lipo. You know what I do? I would go and talk to a plastic surgeon about what you can get done during lunchtime. But you got to find a good one. You got those good long needles, and you just get you some filler and Botox and lipo smart. You see what I'm saying? You don't even know about that stuff. You're old school. There's so much stuff out there now without going under the knife. Okay. Good luck, Georgina.
My name is Tanya. How you doing?
Hi, Tanya. How can I help?
So I recently just hooked up 2 of my friends. I thought they would really hit it off. After about a couple months, they broke up. And I really don't like the way she treated him. So now, as a person, I'm kind of looking at her sideways like, really? My question is, do I have a reason to be upset or should I just let it go?
You have a reason to be upset, but you should let it go. Because girlfriends act different with girlfriends than they do once there's a boyfriend. And
Right.
try to stay out of this and let them, how'd she treat him?
Oh, she was cussing him out. He would bend over backwards and she would just not say thank you. I mean,
Yeah. Judge, but don't judge out loud.
judging.
Okay, very well. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. My name is Allison. How you doing?
Hi, Allison.
I got married in August, and when we first got engaged, we were... Thank you. We first got engaged, we were really excited. We planned a wedding for 150 people. We had a bridal party, and it just got too expensive, so we canceled it. We actually ended up getting married with only 20 of our really close family. So that put us in a little bit of a weird situation because all of our extended family bridal party and friends got really upset. So now I'm on the B list. I'm not getting invited to events. People aren't accepting my invitation.
Yeah, but you have a husband now, so you can make all right, here's the thing. Your question to me is,
What should I do? Was I wrong?
no, you weren't wrong because you canceled for financial reasons, which to me is always important. Nobody wants to go in a hole financially because of a wedding. Your friends need to grow up and understand. You invited your closest family. Did anybody spend money that they were out, like the bridesmaids? Did they buy their dresses?
No, I bought their dresses, so no. Yeah.
Okay. They are wrong, you're right, and you need to have this conversation with get the girls together and have the conversation. Just be transparent, okay? Good luck, Allison, and congratulations again. You have time for one more quick one. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? Hi, I'm Kelly.
Hi,
How
Kelly.
you doing? I have a coworker who's relatively new to the office. It's a professional work environment, very, professional. She's coming very casual, leggings, Uggs. I really like her. She's great at her job. I want to say something, but I don't want to offend her. So should I say something to set her up for success?
Is she younger than you?
She is.
One of these girls just starting out doesn't really know how to put it together?
She's slightly younger than me.
Okay, old enough to know better.
Yes.
I think that you should talk to her.
Okay.
And I think it should be private.
Okay.
And not in the work environment. Like maybe one day she's the girl that you go for lunch with.
Okay.
And you're speaking to me very nicely, Kelly, so I know I know that you have it in you.
Yes.
As women, we have to take care of each other to a certain extent.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
Good luck.
Thank
How
you.
you both doing?
Good. How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
Do I hear a Boston accent?
A little bit.
Uh-huh. All right. So how can I help you guys?
Okay, so this is my husband, Mitchell. My name is Kendra.
Hi, Mitchell.
And we just got married a couple days ago.
Congratulations. So you're honeymooning here at Wendy?
Well, yes,
Thank you.
We are. Well, he had a prenup drawn up. I haven't signed it yet.
Okay.
A little skeptical. Why does he want me to sign a prenup if he's in love with me? What would you do?
Well, if I was Mitchell, why did you marry her without the prenup? Because now if she doesn't sign it, you're still...
No, we have the prenup. She just hadn't signed it.
Exactly, but you walk down the aisle with
I
an
love her.
Okay.
I love her.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Prenups are a really difficult thing to get into and to talk about, but, oh gosh, and it's horrible that you have to mix business and love, but these days, it's the way it is. Just sign it and move on with your life.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yeah, just sign it and move on with your life. Okay? Congratulations to both of you. Thanks for honeymooning here.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Lisa. How you doing?
How you doing, Lisa? How can I help?
Oh, my son, he's 21. His ex-girlfriend is pregnant, but we're not sure if the baby's his.
Okay.
Now, I'm the type of grandmother that will go shopping.
How old
pre-plan
are
the
you?
41.
Wow. Okay.
I would pre-plan the baby shower. I would be the one, living it up, broadcasting it.
Yes.
But my question is, am I wrong for staying out of it until we find out that the baby's his or not?
You are correct for staying out of it.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct.
Okay.
Now, how long were they a couple?
They were a couple for a year, but they broken up for 4 months.
Okay. And now she's pregnant.
Right.
And how does your son feel that this is his baby?
He said it may or may not be his as well.
Okay.
So he,
Well, listen, you know how these kids are these days. So once you go to Maury and find out if he's the father, then you can be grandma, okay?
Right.
All right, young grandma.
How you doing?
Good. How can I help?
My name is Lizette, and I recently found out that I have a friend that's been sleeping with an ex. We've been friends for a few years, and she obviously broke girl code and she's married, and I'm thinking about telling her husband. What do you think?
Squeal like a canary. Yeah. Now, the problem is that once you do this, your friendship is over with her. Although, because she's sleeping with your ex.
It's
and how long were you
over
with?
already.
How long were you with him before you guys broke up?
About 6 years.
Okay, tell. Tell. You're welcome, Lizette. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Wendy, I've been married for 15 years. My husband's a huge flirt. Whenever we're out, he'll flirt with anybody who's around, and he doesn't let them know he's married. And then when he thinks he starts to run into trouble, he pulls me in.
Oh.
And then I'm trying to be a lady. I'm ready to go scrap.
Okay.
What do I do? How do I stop him from flirting?
Did he flirt with you when you guys first met?
No.
So this
He was on his best behavior.
So this is like brand new behavior.
Oh, no,
for
this
him.
has been going on month 6 into the marriage.
Okay. Talk to him like you're talking to me, and let him know that this bothers you, with no smiles, but no tears, and a little bass in your voice. Come in here. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
This is what's on my mind. Okay. Good luck. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good, thanks.
My name is Atia. I'm a single divorced mom of 3. I recently lost over 100 pounds.
Good for you.
I work off Wall Street, and I'm surrounded by really, really, really cute white guys. Okay. So I've
On
never,
Wall Street?
On Wall Street. So I've never dated outside my race before, but I'm kind of interested in doing it. I'm a little nervous because the stigma is just, you know, I don't want to be the angry black girl. So how do I approach... What? How do I approach white guys? I've never talked to a white guy before.
You approach them like you approach any other man. How you doing? You know?
Right.
What you into?
Right.
I mean, you talk to people outside of being black the same way you talk to a black man.
Okay.
You know, there really is no difference.
Okay.
And there's a good chance that maybe the guy you speak to has never had a relationship with a black woman.
Maybe.
But, you know, so everything's going to be new. Your hips, your thighs,
Everything.
your hair.
Everything.
But approach it, just act normal.
Okay.
Be cool.
Okay.
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 Good luck. Hi.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
How you doing?
My name is Carol. My husband and I, ex-husband, oops, sorry. My ex-husband and I have 2 children. After 30 years of being together, he left me for another woman.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, he's still with this woman, so I have to see her all the time at family events.
Oh.
And every time I see her, she wants to hug me like we're best girlfriends. I don't want to do that. I want to be near this woman. How do I stop her?
Talk to him civilly. Don't fight with him, and let him know. You know, I'll be cordial to her, like hello and stuff, but the hug, the whole, no, just let's not over talk. And also, the other thing that you could do is look as fly as you possibly can. Like, look good. Every single event. Look fabulous, okay? All right, very well. We have time for one more quick one.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
My name is Sydney. I'm 21, and I kind of have like this friends with benefits situation going on. You know, I've been dating.
She's 21.
And my friends, you know, kind of judging me. You know, a lot of them are in relationships. They're hopeless romantics. But how do I get them to stop judging me so I can just live my life and just date and enjoy my life?
First of all, at 21, a heavy relationship, to me, you're the more normal one than a 21-year-old girl being all, you know, in love and, you know, talking about marriage and whatever they're talking about.
Right.
You're the normal one. They're not the normal ones. And there's nothing wrong with friends with benefits as long as you're not being a whore. And no, one friend. There's nothing wrong with that, honey bun, okay? You come here.